Yo, what is up guys? This is Astranox and I'm back for another Tales of Erin video, and this is for a guide, a review of Wu Lian. She is a warrior, she's fire based, she is 5-star, and she is godly. She's rated 9.5 out of 10 on the Japanese website, the ranking system. Her spirit skill has not been released yet, but as of now, she's really strong, even though she doesn't have it. So let's go through her skills here. So this is the first skill. Well, first thing you need to know is that her passive here, passive dual blade, aerial ace. For every 10% HP lost or 3 attacks received, use cross slash to counter attack. Now cross slash is her first skill, it has a 10-second cooldown. And so basically you want to max this, the passive, first. You put 1 point in the passive that increases the attack and the HP. You max this out first, and then you max out the first skill second, and then you work on the passive with the attack and HP. That's what I'm working on. When she reached level 100, she's 92 right now, I'll get 1 point. It's gonna be 9 out of 10, and then I can use one of these, expand, and then get this thing 10 out of 10, because I mean the ultimate, it's all good for now. I don't need to max it. You'll see how often she counterattacks. So this thing deals 450% fire damage to an enemy in front and grants caster cross slash effect, increase attack by 5% and crit damage by 5%. This can stack 5 times and it'll last 10 seconds. This stacks up real quick, and crit damage is super strong because it's a different multiplier. Attack, well, I'm not 100% sure here, but it looks like it is. It could be additive or it could be multiplicative. There's testing that needs to be done, or if someone knows the exact answer to this, but since it's some kind of buff, it could be multiplicative. For equipment, I'm going like all out offense. They're not powered up, they're not that strong yet, but I just got the Raging Fires Scorched Skies from the Chloe event. I have gathered 300 shards so far, and Chloe's Awakened, Origin Awakened +2, and I got this thing. It rolled with attack fire character in the party +5. It's good for now, but I will most definitely roll, use gold hammers and roll it in the future, unless I decide to break through one of these with each other to power one of them to higher level, to level 60. Alright, so yeah, this boosts attack and HP. This drops from, you can either craft it or it drops in the Fire Massive Battle. It has 5% attack for the fire team. I mean, this is a skill bonus, it's totally random, whatever you get. This is a tier 4 item, same as this. This is a, well, there's no tier actually on this thing because it's like a special weapon. This cannot drop in the game right now, so I guess it is. If you check the stat, I'll show you after. We can compare the stats. So this thing, Fire Massive Battles, you can get it from hard or hell difficulty. Of course, hell has a better drop rate, but you can get it from hard. And this is just a tier 3. It's you can craft it. I mean, it's not that strong, but it's there because I want pure offense on her, and yeah, it provides a nice amount of crit, and it has a skill bonus of 9% crit on fire character self buff. Here's the story. If you're interested, you can just pause and read it. Alright, so she's level 92, and she's got an attack interval of 0.9, which is pretty fast compared to other units. Well, 1 on Mao, 1.4 Garcia, that is slow. I mean, Lotus Moon, it's really good, but she's a sharpshooter, and she has a passive to lower this attack interval. Going back on, okay, so yeah, so Wu Lian, let me show you the difference here in the weapons that can be obtained in the game. Costume album. Alright, so this thing is 880 attack, right? Compare it to this thing. Okay, so it is a tier 5 because it's higher. Yeah, so it's tier 5. Yeah, I see tier 4 because in the Roman numbers you can see like I and V, so that's that means 4. And for example, this is 3, tier 3, and this is a tier 2, and of course tier 1. So yeah, there's this thing too that is super powerful. Someone told me he got it from the costumes with gems. So yeah, it has a unique ability too. But yeah, I mean, I want to run 2 of these on her and a self crit buffing one. This one that's farmable. And it should be pretty intense because she's gonna get, this is a nice mix of attack and HP, but it's not as much attack as, let's say, this one. But she needs health. You can decide what you want based on what I will tell you in a second. So here's, okay, wait, let me go in here first. Just to show you, I forgot to show you this. You can press the character. Here's her walk. She's walking. That's her first skill when she counterattacks or when she uses the skill. This is just an auto attack, and this is her ultimate. Alright, so let me just talk about gear here. Okay, you can have her tank, okay? That's what I'm using her for right now. She is my tank, but she's like more of an offensive tank. So, I mean, she's tanking wind bosses in massive battles. She's tanking the wind boss in hell, and she does not need much health. I actually want her to have low health because I want this thing to trigger as much as possible, because it says every 10% health lost, she will counterattack, or every 3 attacks received. But if the boss swings at her and she loses 10% health, she will counterattack each time. It's crazy. So you could start with the self-buffing. What I started with was basically power up Mao, self-buffing Mao as much as possible, and Wu Lian was just there with a couple attack buff costume that boosts the attack of the party, costume that boosts the crit of the party, costume that boosts another one with attack the party, or maybe it was HP to the party. But she was just there, like she was alongside of Garcia. Garcia was tanking and he's taunting the monster, so she's not really getting hit, so she's not countering much. She was there for some extra damage, but now I'm unleashing her full potential by having her in the front line. And I will show you this in action. Alright, just refresh here a bit, or I'll just go and make one. So by having those weapons that have attack and HP, it does make her more tanky, and it provides attack. It's a nice balance. Now this team that I'm running is Mao is the main damage dealer, and then I have Nefeeru here for healing, just to keep Wu Lian alive. And then she also boosts the team's attack. She has an attack buff for the team, which I think might be multiplicative, but the passive seems to be an additive buff, so it doesn't boost the damage that much. And next I have Lotus Moon in here. She reduced the boss's defense by, she does defense down 30%. So this increased the whole team's damage by quite a bit, and it also it does debuff the boss, so everyone else in the game has the boss with minus 30% defense down, which is a massive increase in damage overall. Most people, they're only running this divinity presence, and the lower you can bring the boss is like 15 minus 15% defense, or it could be like 16 or 17 or something like that. I see it quite often, but minus 30% defense is substantial. Now I was talking about the team, but I need to tell you about Yulian. Just watch her in action. Just watch her doing her counter attacks. It's just a thing of beauty. She did not lose enough health. This weapon I got her might have brought her health a bit high too much. So she is not countering every time she gets the attack. That's a counter right there. Now she's doing her ultimate. It doesn't hit that much. I mean, it has one skill point in it. And that's not what I'm going for. I'm going for the counters, the constant counters for that extra damage. I mean, she of course will not do as much damage as Mao, because Mao has her spirit skill and she has strongest self-buffing items are on Mao. But still, it is a considerable amount of damage if you add it all up. I want to bring her to 100% crit and just power up that new weapon, get a second one, power that thing as well, and then I'll have a third one because I'm gonna go for the 500 shards in the Chloe event, which might be done by the time you see this video. But yeah, she's just countering non-stop. I want to do a guild Azure Tower to show you, to show Wu Lian in action there. But you can get her by summoning. You can get her in... Oh, I messed up here. You can get her in the rounds of characters for 5,000 summon emblems, and that's how I got her. That's how I got her. I got a video out for it. And I mean, I've been using her ever since I got her. She just was alongside Garcia for a long time because, I mean, I did not have the stats to keep her alive. Did not have the stats to keep her alive, and I was like in the struggles to get some costumes, fire-based costumes. But now it's better. Well, this floor has some water monsters, so we'll see what happens there. But when she counters, she knocks the target up as well, so that's a form of control. So if you have her alongside Garcia or Chloe, she will be doing these counters and controlling the monster that's focusing on her, so that's gonna work out. And my Nefeeru does not have her heal maxed out, and I might drop a skill point on her just to have it, because now Yulian is about to drop here. Oh my. The heal needs to go here. But you see, like, she's countering non-stop. Buy some time here, and then we'll have Nefeeru drop a heal, maybe in time. Or Mao can just destroy everyone too, that works out as well. Come on, get the floor, get the floor. Oh my god, they're not gonna get it. Oh, what? No, he's dead. What do you mean I lost? No way, this floor is... Yeah, the floor got cleared just in time. That was crazy. That was crazy. Like, lose. No, I win. I win, dude. Alright. This is a guild facility. These are the buffs that we're running. Now let's see here. Okay, let me show you what her stats look like when she's fully powered up. You see, she has a defense of 3014, which is really good. Like compared to Garcia, Garcia is a tank. He has almost 1,000 more, but he's a tank. Now Wu Lian, her skills. So we know these stats. That's the same thing that I have. Now this thing deals 1600 fire damage to all enemies. It's guaranteed to be a crit. And yeah, I mean it resets the cooldown of cross slash if it's max, but I mean as you saw, this thing is just going off the whole like so often, and the first skill is being used for the counter, so there's no real reason to build this thing first or even third. You build this thing last. Now this, we saw the stats on mine, and here is the passive, 120% attack and 60% health increase. Mine is, because when you go from 9 to 10 on all the passives and skills, there's usually a bigger increase in stats. So 120 and 60, let's compare that to me. Yeah, it is noticeable. I mean, that's 36% attack and 18% health, and that last point will get you that bigger jump there. So yeah, I'm definitely going to get her to 100 and pop one of these up. And compared to Mao here in my team, she's got about 22,000 attack. I mean Mao, she's got her spirit skill, so yeah. But Mao has this level 100 and the skills level 10. This, I'm working on this to get it to level 10, but I mean I'm gonna work on Yulian first. Yeah, so I can have one more run to show you guys. Her crit damage is 165. I mean, compared to Mao, it is almost the same. But she's got this skill, right? She's got this skill. That's crit damage. That's 25% crit damage. So her crit damage is 190%. Just it takes like she just counterattacks a couple times and she's there. 190% crit damage the whole fight. And yeah, good attack interval. Yeah, she's rated so high in the Japanese the wiki, the ranking system, because her spirit skill must be like outstanding. But not only that, just by herself right now, she has a really great kit, really solid. Just this alone, when I saw this, I was like, oh my god, is this for real? And like you see the buff there is like, wow, even better. You get like these buffs there, and then you see she got this passive. Like, is this for real? I mean, this gets 100% crits. All right, it's good early on, but later on, if you have 100% crit, I mean, it's doesn't do much for you. But still, it's an ultimate. It does damage to everyone. So yeah, it was 1600, right, maxed out. So 640 now. 640 now. Yeah, so it is I mean 2.5 times more powerful, and then it resets the cooldown of cross slash, so you got this being comboed right after. But like by the time you finish the whole animation on this thing, it's like this thing's already halfway through its cooldown. So I mean, you know, it just max it last, like I said, max it last. And yeah, I mean, what else can I talk about here? If you want to go for some end game stuff here, I mean, you could, this thing could be too much health, let's say. Too much health, you want to do as much damage as possible. You just want to run one of these. And I mean, this could be, it is the same amount of attack and HP. It's just that the lower the health of the target, the, the higher the attack. That thing is just insane. It's exactly the same as the other one, is just more powerful because it has this unique ability. And with Wu Lian, like, she's gonna drop down in health because she's in your front line, depending on how you're having her set up. Like, yeah. Also, yes, there's another thing I want to talk about. Wu Lian with Petrolia that got released yesterday. Alright, so Petrolia is gonna increase the defense of everyone in the party with this buff here. So it's perfect for Wu Lian that has 3,000 defenses, which is almost 1,000 less than Garcia. So it's gonna make her much more tanky. You can like actually use her as a tank, and she's gonna dish out a ton of damage. And you've got another defense increase for the party, 30% there. Reduce their attack interval. It's just great with Wu Lian here. Attack may reduce cooldown of all skills. This is a self buff. But then you have this heal, attach a barrier of life, absorb damage equal to 25% of character's HP. Okay, this needs testing, guys. This needs testing. If you can test this and let us know in the comment section, like if she has the barrier of life and she loses a portion of that barrier of life, let's say 10% of that 25%, does she counterattack or does she not? Because if she doesn't, well, that doesn't work too well, because she's gonna be the lowest HP target most of the fight. Then she's gonna be spammed with that barrier of life, which means she's not gonna counterattack. So let us know what happens there. She's still gonna counterattack when she gets hit 3 times, but what about the 10% HP part? Because I feel that's the best one. Now there's another thing I'm not sure, is if that 3 attack is on a different timer, so that, I mean, counter. So like when she loses 10% HP, she counter attacks, and then she was missing one more attack from proccing that 3 attack counter attack. So she does them back to back. I think that's how it works, because I've seen her counter attack back to back multiple times. So I believe they're on different counters. Yes. So Petrolia, really nice if we can get someone to test this out. Thanks a lot. And I mean, she just got released, and I unfortunately did not get her after 70 event summons. Use all my free-to-play collected gems, and use all my pack scrolls, my 40 pack scrolls, and yeah, just I got a bunch of 5 stars, but not her. All right. So for team formation, you could have, yes, if the plays you're doing, like you're pushing in the campaign, you're gonna need Garcia in front, because there's gonna be too much damage coming your way, and Garcia is great for, you can check the review, but he's great against multiple target to keep himself alive. But if you want like a high offense setup, this might be it, guys. If you're fighting wind targets, if you're pushing in the guild Azure Tower, this will deal a lot of damage, and it's not hard to gather for free to play, especially. I mean, 2 4 stars and 2 5 stars. I have multiple videos you can check with this combination, this team. There's another team. You can run it with Garcia. He will have more health and he will tank. And yeah, Wu Lian just dishing more damage, but I mean, you can have her more of a you can have more team buffing items on Wu Lian in that setup, because she's not gonna get hit like when she's alone in front. You could have Garcia replaced with Chloe, of course. Nefeeru is just really solid character. I'll make a review for her in not too long. And of course the divinity, you can play around with them. I'm gonna test this one out. So far it's looking great. She's only level 5, but from the passive I'm seeing, she has a lot of potential, and she dishes out a lot of damage. So yeah, guys, that's it, I guess, for this guide, this review of Wu Lian. Just going through the costumes once again. It's like your team, you're gonna want these. These are so good. 40% attack for your whole team, your whole fire team with these. I crafted two. I crafted one of these. This is all this tier 4 stuff. And yeah, I mean, go with like I said, this self crit, and you can use some of this or some of these. You can buy them from the Jade shop and break through to reach level 100. Maybe you don't have Mao. Maybe you don't have Mao. Wu Lian will do just great for you until you get Mao. She will help out a ton. Just like maybe you can have Chloe in front with Wu Lian next to her, and then you have Nefeeru healing, and you have Lotus Moon dealing damage in the back alongside Nefeeru that's supporting the team. I mean, you can do that, no problem, free to play, and you'll do really good. So yeah, guys, that's it for this review. Thanks for watching. I'm Astranox. Like, comment, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in my next videos. Hopefully I make a bunch of gameplay videos, guides, how-tos, so check me out if that's your first video. All right, peace out for now.